want your business to go to another level. You must try to learn and hear something new. So make the change today. So don't procrastinate and see your business grow and change. So check out Testing Results, yeah, with Tony Harris Taylor. Tony Harris Taylor. Testing Results, oh yeah, Tony Harris Taylor. Yeah, yeah.
Welcome to the Drastic Results with Tony Harris Taylor show. My name is Tony Harris Taylor, and I am the CEO and founder of Drastic Results Marketing and Sales Coaching, where I teach entrepreneurs like you how to get known, get connected, and get paid to make six figures and beyond. I also am an award-winning Network in Action franchise owner with Network in Action Global Partners. Global Partners is my family, and we bring entrepreneurs together to build connections, relationships, to help them to grow their business and build relationships that last a lifetime. Welcome. Today, we're going to talk about money, not investing money, but we're going to talk about how do you track your money as a business owner. Michelle Mitchell is my guest today. She is also a proud sponsor of the Viral Networking Conference. And so I am going to introduce you to her, but let's talk about the tracking of money. I remember the first time that I received profit and loss and balance sheets. And I had to do it because I wanted to get certified as a minority woman-owned business. And they asked for those statements. And frankly, I had been making money, taking care of my bank account, but not tracking my numbers. And I remember the first time I got a P&L and balance sheet, and I felt like, wow, I am truly in business. It was one of the very first times that I thought, now I'm official. Now I had my corporate documents and I had the tax EIN, but until I could see my numbers, and it doesn't even matter what the numbers look like, the fact that I had someone prepare my numbers really solidified in me that I truly was in business. So every coach that I've had in the last 2 years have said, what are your numbers? What are your numbers? I'm a fan of the prophet, Marcus Lemonis, and I watch his show on repeat. And he's always aggravated when people don't know their numbers. And I will be honest and say it's not my favorite part of being a business owner. But I know that if I don't know the money coming in and the money going out, then that's how many people find themselves in dire straits because they're not looking at their numbers. And it's drastic to do so, especially if the numbers aren't your favorite part of business. So today we're going to talk about just that. Why is it important for entrepreneurs to understand their numbers? And what can you do today to implement a strategy so that the numbers don't scare you, that they're a part of who you are as a business owner? And that's another thing. You got to start looking at yourself as the owner, even if you're a solopreneur, and then also tracking your numbers. So I have been tracking my numbers ever since. Again, it's not my favorite part of my business. In fact, sometimes I want to bury my head like, oh my gosh, I spent too much money. But how do I know where to pull back or where to ramp up if I'm not looking at the numbers? So when we come back after this message, we're going to meet our special guest, Michelle Mitchell, and she's going to talk about why it's important to track your numbers. We'll be right back.
The dexterous lifestyle is meant for those of us who live hectic lives. But with the right tools, information, and resources, we can strive for order, peace, health, wealth, and calm. It's not too much to ask. We deserve a dexterous mind, a dexterous body, and plenty of dexterous spaces to support our dexterous lifestyle.
All right, we are back. Welcome, Michelle Mitchell. First of all, you got a beautiful flowing name, Michelle Mitchell. And I
Oh,
know
thank you.
you married into that name, huh?
I'm married into that name, absolutely.
So, Michelle, tell us who you are in your own words, what you do, and where are you from?
Sure. My name is Michelle Mitchell. I am the CEO and founder of Mitchell Consulting, and we are a financial strategy firm. We do small business bookkeeping to financial advisory for small business owners, and we are located in Kalamazoo, Michigan, but yet we are virtual. So,
Awesome, wonderful. And I met you through Tony Jackson, and
yes.
you also have a podcast. So tell them about
Yes.
the Real Money Show.
Yes. So I'm the co-host of the Real Money Coach show with my dear friend Tony Jackson. We actually met on my first day on campus when I was a freshman in college. And we both graduated with our accounting degrees, and his wife is my best friend. So the three of us graduated the same day with our accounting degrees. So we go back a long way.
Wow. That is incredible. And now you guys partner on the
Yes.
show, and
Mhm.
you guys are really making an impact in people's money. So Tony
Yes.
does investing of money, and then
Yes.
you help us to keep our money straight. So I appreciate
Yes.
that. So you heard my monologue at the beginning,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
Let's talk about the biggest challenge for even solopreneurs when it comes to tracking their money.
Yeah. So the biggest challenge that I think all people have is sometimes they are afraid to look at the numbers because they have a money story. That's what I believe. They have a money story. And that money story shows up no matter what you're doing in your life. So if you're just living your life, your money story is playing a part in what you do every day. If you own a business and you have bad money habits in your life, I promise they're showing up in your business.
Ew, okay. Okay. So, what do you do to help people to recognize their habits and then to make drastic changes?
Yeah. Yeah. So one of the things that we do as a company, we educate first because we know that people are apprehensive about the numbers and I hear it all the time. I'm not a numbers person, but you don't have to be a numbers person. You just need to know what the right numbers are and let someone else take care of the day-to-day, the overwhelming piece of tracking the numbers, right? So that's what we do first. We educate first. We have empathy. We have no judgment for where you are. We just want to bridge the gap of where
I
you
love
are
that.
to where you want to be.
The
Yeah.
no judgment part is really
Hmm.
important, and
Yeah.
helping people to recognize their money story.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, all of us have a money
We
story,
all have.
whatever our grew up with in our household flows over to our businesses. Now, the part where I talked about, I didn't really see myself really as a business owner until I got those statements. How important is it to have P&Ls and balance sheets and things like that?
So what the financial statements do for a business owner, it gives legitimacy to what you're doing. It's legitimate.
Mhm.
When you have a balance sheet that tells you your assets, your liabilities, and your equity, and then you have your profit and loss statement that shows you how much revenue you're bringing in and what did it cost me to bring that revenue in, and then what is the net profit at the end of the day, because I'm sick of business owners saying they're in business and they have no net profit.
Okay, that part.
Then we're a nonprofit, right? Yes.
No, we are in business to make money and to use our money wisely. But I love what you said, and that's how I felt, legit. When I got my statements, it was legit. And honestly, I am in the process of applying for some funding for my business, and they said balance sheet, P&L. Click, here you go. So I'm ready to receive money as well. And that was the other part, because I was able to get PPP money, idle money, because my taxes were on time. That part. And I had the balance sheet and the P&L statements to immediately make application. So
exactly. And if you're not, as the business owner, it is your responsibility to have those documents. It's not your accountant's responsibility, because you have to be in action first before you can even engage an accountant, right?
Absolutely.
That's how you take drastic results.
Well, I know if you ever think you're wanting to get funding, you better get with Michelle and get your paperwork in order before you need the money.
Before you need the money.
Yes. Yes.
The people that were flat-footed during COVID didn't get the funding that they needed for their business.
Yep. And it's because you got to plan in advance.
You got to plan it in advance.
And listen, and it's an investment to hire Michelle.
It is. But here's the thing. There's a difference. So you ask about one being legitimate. That's what your financial statements do. But then you can use the numbers that's produced in those financial statements to direct your future. You tell your money where to go. Where do you need it to work for you? And that's the advanced part of having an accountant or a bookkeeper. The advanced part is you get to the point where I need to tell my money how I want it to work for me, instead of looking in the past at what it's already done.
That is big right there.
Yes.
So instead of looking in the past, telling your money where you want to go for the future. Well, when we come back, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about drastic steps.
Yeah.
And also networking and how has that played a part in your business. We'll be right back with my guest and VNC sponsor, Michelle Mitchell.
Do you have passion for your business but feel like your finances are falling short? Running a business takes more than a great idea. It takes a solid financial plan. Mitchell Consulting can help you turn your passion into profit with their financial advisory services. Get the financial guidance your business needs. Contact Mitchell Consulting to learn more about their passion to profit capabilities.
We are back with Michelle Mitchell. Now, I want you to know something. All of my sponsors have submitted commercials, and yours hands down was me and my assistant's favorite.
Are you
kidding? Hands down. I'm like, how can you And in fact, she used your commercial to create my opening reel that you just saw, because that was great.
Really?
Yes, so video within a video. You were the first person I had seen do it that way. So good
It's
job.
good to have good people on your team.
Yeah, so congratulations. And it is
you.
also a powerful commercial. So,
Thank
okay.
you.
What is the biggest drastic step you've ever taken in business?
Oh my, I'm glad you asked me that question. The biggest drastic not mistake, right?
Drastic step. What's
Step.
the biggest
The
drastic thing
biggest
you've ever
drastic
done?
step I ever took in my business is hiring my first coach.
Mm-hmm.
My knees
Mm-hmm.
were shaking because that amount was like, whoo.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I know that's probably true for a lot of entrepreneurs. So how did that drastic step pay off for you?
Looking back on it today, it was a very small investment for where I am today. So, but I learned a lot from going through that and
Yeah.
being very nervous about it. Yes.
Yeah. People tell me all the time their first drastic step is hiring me as their coach.
Mm-hmm.
And it is drastic because you don't
It
know what
is.
the outcome is going to be.
No.
And so, but when you do and you look back on it, it's like that's
Mm-hmm.
probably one of the best investments I ever made. Now, I know my
Yes.
clients say that. And
Yes.
sometimes you invest in coaches and you don't get exactly what you expected,
True.
but I believe you always come away with something and you come away different and with even if knowledge of how to pick a better coach next time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, investing in yourself is tough. Now, most of us, and you have college education, will easily go to college,
Yes.
run up that $100,000 bill
Yeah.
to be taught by people who are professional students.
That's
They
correct.
probably have never worked a day in their life in
Yes.
that business. But when you invest in a coach, they typically have been there, done that, bumped their head, skinned their knee, and they have they go before you so that they
Yes.
can help you along the journey. So
Yeah.
yay, good
Yeah.
job. And I believe in always coaching. So the time
Always.
yes, that
Mm-hmm.
I'm at a lull with coaching, the times
Mm-hmm.
I'm at a lull with coaching, I'm like feel naked.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so it's very important that you find that coach you resonate with. And
Mm-hmm.
it could be a financial coach like Michelle, it could be a
Mm-hmm.
marketing coach like me,
Yeah.
but find the lane you need the most help in and pay good money, not
Yes.
cheap money, good money,
Yes.
so that you will do what's required.
Yes.
Okay, so my second question is how has networking helped you grow your business?
Okay, I'm going to bridge that back to meeting my coach for the first time because those people who were in that network with me are customers today. We do collaborations today. They introduced me to more good people, so just that. And you don't even see that when you're in it until you look back. It's the same with coaching, right? So they both play hand in hand because the caliber of coach that you hire has a certain caliber of participants in that program or whatever it is you're doing. And every time you invest at a higher level, you're surrounded by higher caliber people who are running on a different vibe, right? Their
Yep.
frequency is higher, which makes you better as a business owner.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So people say to me, oh, that's about NIA. That's expensive. Well, do you want to hang out with people that are free minded, not
Right.
investing at a certain level?
Yeah.
This year already, it's just half the year, I've already invested more than $40,000 in coaching. Why? And one of the coaches, I've not even ever had a conversation with him. Why did I do that? One of my clients recently, like, why did you invest and you haven't even had a conversation with the coach? Because I invested for the community. And
Exactly. Yeah.
yes, and they
Yeah.
are producing 6, 7, 8-figure Black entrepreneurs. Well, I
Yeah.
hadn't been rubbing elbows with that level caliber of client. And I
Right.
knew I wanted to be in the room with
Mhm.
people who had a invest in themselves mindset. So you're
Yeah.
exactly right. If you get the right coach,
Mhm.
it comes along with a fabulous community. And
It
if that
does.
coach is really like me, I'm like, y'all better work together, collaborate
Mhm.
together, find some way to introduce people to eat people. And
Right.
so that's critical.
And it
Oh,
also shortens your learning curve. It just
absolutely.
shortens results, right? The time span to get results.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
So find the community,
Mhm.
invest in yourself by investing in coaching with a community who has a giving spirit. And
Yeah.
I know you haven't been to my conference yet because we really just met. We've never met in person yet, but
Not
you'll
yet. I was
find
at the virtual conference though.
you were at the virtual
Yes.
conference.
Mhm.
Wait till you get in the room.
I know.
It's going to be
I'm excited.
amazing. Yay. I appreciate you. So tell
Yeah.
everybody how to get in touch with you.
Sure. You can go to my website at mitchellconsultingservice.com and go to the financial services page and just fill out the form. We don't judge anybody. And it's just a conversation. It is just a conversation. And I just want to know where you are in your business so we can help you get to where you want to be in your business.
I love it. So mitchellconsultingservice.com,
Mhm.
request a consult, fill out the form, and then they will be back in touch. Well, thank you
Yeah.
so much, Michelle.
Thank
And I
you,
think I'm going
Talia.
to see you soon in Charlotte. We'll talk about
Yes,
that.
I will
Go
be in
offline.
Charlotte. Yeah.
Okay, so we are doing a tour date July 28th and 29th in
Mhm.
Charlotte, North Carolina. Michelle and Tony are my host, co-host, and I'm super excited. So that's where we'll
Me too.
meet the first
Yeah.
time.
Yes.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much. And
You're
after we'll
welcome.
be right back with my final thoughts. All right. If you're interested in joining our family, go to join NIAglobalpartners.com. All right. So I want to invite you to my upcoming 3-day show up, be up, follow up VIP intensive training. Especially if you're interested in coming to the Viral Networking Conference, you need to go through this training first so that you can be prepared, so that you would be able to learn how to make connections before, during, and after an event. So the event is June 15th, 16th, and 17th. You can go ahead and go to I'm going to hide this one. My producer is off work today. So here's the information for the event. If you can't make those dates, there's another date on the site. You can go to vipnetworking.drasticresults.com. vipnetworking.drasticresults.com. If you want to learn how to get your networking working, stop feeling awkward, and stop not following up, because what's happening is most of you are going to events and you're passing out cards and nothing happens afterwards. We're going to fix that during this 3-day intensive. So please join us. Wasn't Michelle fabulous? I love what she said. We're not only going to look at where your money is, but where your money is going. So make sure you reach out to Michelle Mitchell at at mitchellconsultingservice.com. And I want to encourage you all to share this show. We bring so much value and connections for you. And don't be afraid to reach out to my guests. That's why they're here. They want to serve you, but they can't serve you if you are in your head and you don't know if you want to reach out. Reach out. I give you full permission. And please continue to share this show. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week. And if you have anything and you have any questions for me, go to meetwithtonyharristaylor.com. I look forward to seeing you next week and love you guys. Bye.
With Tony Harris.